the Supersonics, but there is a cornerstone program in this city. It is the Huskies of UW. They've always had a place here, a place of excellence that these fans hope will continue today. What we have in store for you today, a showdown between a couple of Pac-12 rivals. As we'll see, the Stanford Cardinals taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Cardinal offense will take the field to get things underway. And as we look out on the field, here comes the man who makes it all go, and that's this quarterback.
Yeah, and he's big time. That's why he's up for all these awards. He's known. Everybody knows exactly what he brings to the table. He can run it. He can throw it. They're expecting a big day from this young fella.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Scrambling away. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. They'll run it on the counter. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets to 1st down. This Stanford offense is humming, set up with another 1st down. Running back searching for a hole. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it, open.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Off-play action on 1st down. Throws to the back. Makes the grab, and there's room. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
Makes the grab. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. That last completion has him set up 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Price. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that experience.
He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown, everything working perfectly. They looked like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
7, Washington, 0.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the Washington Huskies offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And it won't be easy to throw the ball down the field today, David, because both of these teams have lockdown corners.
I mean, these guys shut down half of the field. Playmaking cornerbacks that really can play man-to-man and lock down the best guys on the other side.
Yeah, if I'm a quarterback in this game, I am taking a calculated risk if I'm thrown towards one of these two dudes because you're just asking to get picked off.
He's looking for a man on second down, using the quick game. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down.
That's a really good-looking throw right there, and that was a tight spiral, too. You guys remember the great Washington Husky quarterback, Warren Moon? I don't think anybody threw a more pretty ball than Warren Moon did. Tightest spiral I've ever seen. That right there reminded me of old number 1.
And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around to make it an easy pass and catch.
Washington wants to go quickly. Off the RPO, complete. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Now they'll run the draw. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs.
And they just kind of sneak that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Washington!
What a throw by the QB. You think about it, you don't have much space near the sideline, and he put that thing right on the outside of the sideline where his receiver could go make a play. Not only does he make the play, I'm pretty sure he got a foot in bounds, and that's a great touchdown catch. What a playmaker.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. They march 78 yards down the field, and the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Looking to go up top on first down. He looks that one in nicely. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again. Going to the ground. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. They're going to ride this running back. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Looking to throw on second down. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
What a great job using his speed to get to the quarterback. This linebacker would have started for those great Purple Rain defenses in the 80s under the legendary Washington Husky coach Don James. He would have loved to blitz this dude. So athletic from the linebacker position.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Short gain on the play before he slides. Stanford lines up to punt it away. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
The Huskies will hustle to the line. Bully ball on 3rd and short. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Maddox. Offense on the move. A big play there, gets it to the 30. And the Huskies are moving quickly down the field. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Power football with the run. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24. Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. From the gun, wants to pass. Steps away. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Huskies!
Football oftentimes gets won by the teams who play the best on the critical down and distances. What an amazing play by that quarterback on 3rd down. Able to put his team on his back, use his legs to extend and buy time, and then go score. Awesome job.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And the finisher came on a terrific 24-yard run to the house. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. 1st down here for the offense. He's looking to throw it. Trying to get to it. And he gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They make the stop, and that'll bring the 1st quarter to a close. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. They're bringing heat. Stanford lines up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Slips through the line. He's going to get loose. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's John. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Washington right back to the line. They'll run play action. They're trying to get to it. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Those play action passes take a little bit longer to develop, right? Because you still have the fake and then the quarterback turns his back to the defense, has to reset. You got to protect him a little bit better than that, or the fake's got to be a lot better.
Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Coming after it. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Colorado is taking on the form of its beloved Ralphie. They are running a wing with this one behind an offense that's firing on all cylinders. They're up 14 over Kansas State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, though.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago, now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Getting some heat. They get to him as he throws. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Pressure coming. And the quarterback is snowed under.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
The Cardinal will have to boot it away.
On to kick it away.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. The run from the shotgun. At midfield, he's got room. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the 1st down.
Wow, how about the stop-start speed? That reminds you of Napoleon Kaufman or Bishop Sankey, Myles Gaskin, great Washington Husky running backs of years past that just made defenders look silly because of that stop-start ability. This dude has some wheels.
Washington wants to go quickly. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Little touch pass to the receiver. Nothing but green ahead. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Hold it, up and.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Line gets set, first down. Wide open downfield. Knocked down for the tackle. The offense in hurry-up mode.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this third and short. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. Washington will snap it in the red zone. Right back to the well. Brought down after a pickup of 5 yards down to the 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wide out in motion. The give to the tailback. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Wants to pass. Buys a little extra time. He felt the heat trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or two.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
After getting knocked back, it's second and goal from the 4. Handoff from the gun. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. On the option. Now the toss. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Washington! They've extended the lead and taken control here in week 9. Well, somebody's been doing their box jumps.
You ain't lying. Getting up in the air. Hey, listen, I'm taking a picture of that, saving it. That might be my screensaver on my phone. That vertical way up in the air.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
24, Stanford, 7.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. They're going to throw it to start the drive. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
They've got it first and 10 from the 25. Looking to move it through the air. Buys a little time. He's going to run it. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. This offense needs to avoid getting in its own head, getting domed up with its play calling in the red zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Stanford!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown.
14.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quickly to the tight end.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You can tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Washington sends out the punt team. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Forced out of the pocket. He'll pull it down. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now improvising. On the move is the 30. He got past the sticks and slides to a stop, but there is a flag on the play. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Looking to throw. Makes the catch. It's late. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Lost one deep down the right side. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? I bet it felt good to hit that quarterback late until you got an earful from the coach and cost your defense 15. And he missed it. No good. A missed field goal leaves us with a double-digit game still sitting at 10.
Washington, 24. Stanford, 14.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Seattle for an interesting first half than you? And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. With that said, let's send it back to our guys inside Husky Stadium.
Stanford will boot it away to start this second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Buys a little time with his feet. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Washington right back to the line.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Turns it on in midfield. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. After the run, now to throw. Quickly complete. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Part of the DNA of the Washington offense has been a guy who can get it done with his arm.
And just finding a guy that makes everybody around you better. That can make the right decisions. That can highlight your skill positions. That's what gets the Washington fans going crazy, going nuts. And that's when they have those great football teams.
A first down run in the red zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies! Up and over Yamo be there into the end zone.
And you don't want to leave your feet very often in football, but this is one of those areas where you do. In the end zone, near the goal line, you smell it. A lot of bodies in front of you. Just get up, get over top of them, get that touchdown.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Illinois is ahead right now, but the school that produced the likes of Dick Butkus and Red Grange has some work to do before this is over. They're up by 7 over Michigan. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it. Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. From the gun. Got it in the middle. It's Price. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Give to the running back. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Throwing right. Got his man. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and he gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. The give to the running back from the shotgun. At the 45 on his way. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Stanford going back to work with another first down. Might as well give it to him again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The negative play leaves him with 2nd and 12. The give to the back. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for space. It's Slay. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Stanford wants to push the pace. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Off play action. Pocket starts to collapse. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at 35. And how about this guy upholding that linebacker tradition of a Shaq Thompson or a Mason Foster?
Hey, you think about those guys that can do a little bit of everything. They can play the run and be physical, but they have the athletic ability to play in coverage. Just versatile defenders.
You have to wonder, after missing a field goal on the last drive, how are they going to play this 3rd down? From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Out of the gun to give to the back. Shakes off the tackler. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. It'll be a draw. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the first down marker. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Feeling some heat. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Running it back, it's Wilkins. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make it.
They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll try the run. Staying physical in the red zone as he's pulled down after picking up 3 balls at the 14. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He caught it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And the extra point draws them closer. It's 31-24. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to get to him. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on first down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on second down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
What can they pull out of the playbook here on 2nd and long from the 17? He's looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. And this defense is bringing the Heat another sack.
And finally, you're seeing some life from the defense. They've been struggling all game long up to this point, but back-to-back sacks on 2 consecutive plays, they're at least still trying to fight back in this game.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Grabbed behind the line. It's Maddox. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Fair catch called for and made. So the first play of the drive starting here from the 45. He'll start this drive firing. The throw. And that pass is intercepted. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football. You saw it right there.
The offense set for a first down play. The give to the back. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Brings up 2nd down.
That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings.
Stanford, 24.
When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Trying play action. Got his man quickly. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Washington wants to go quickly.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Fires to the big fella. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. They'll try to snap it quickly.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. The Huskies are marching down the field.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. And they're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
Look at the pass. Defense.
You just can't hit the quarterback like that. That is a dumb play, and the defender got caught red-handed. They'll leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Snags it over the middle. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies! That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. What a run for this playmaker to just elude the defense and get in for the score.
And I tell you what, defensively, you can't let this guy get on the edges. You cannot give up contain. When your defensive ends, you got to stay outside. You got to make sure you know this guy's going to scramble and try to make plays, and you got to make sure you keep him in the pocket.
Lining up for the PAT.
Extra point.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Arguably the game of the week, fellas, with two top 25 teams locking horns. Is Colorado ready for prime time or what? Ralphie and company are running away with this one right now.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Got it in the middle, it's Price. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to take off. He got enough for the first down before sliding, but there is a marker on the field. It might be coming back. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. Crosses the 30, he's got away. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. He's gonna pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Price. They get him down after he makes the catch. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the offense on second down. He'll just keep slinging it. Catch in the middle, it's Price. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it. Offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Dialing up a second down pass play. Makes his connection. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit.
And the pressure gets home, and the quarterback is sacked. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think this is insult on top of injury. I think it's going to go against the offense. Offense set on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Starting to feel a little pressure. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They want to throw it. He fires to the left side. Makes a connection. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. They're going to run it. Give him about a yard on the play. It's down at the 10. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. He makes a grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9.
Salt into her wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
For the extra point.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He'll pull it down and run. At the 35, he's open. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. Stanford quickly to the line.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Stanford gets set to snap it on 1st down.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
This senior quarterback never afraid to run it when he has to pick up a 1st down. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. Dances away to buy time. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. He wants it all. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Stanford.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
PAT unit on the field. Smashes it through for the PAT. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Receiver team.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. The running back has it. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Holding. Offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Leaves it with the running back. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Holding, offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. And here comes the offense on second down. They go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. This is a 3rd and long. To the ground with the back. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Washington sends out the punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He only needs a sliver of daylight. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. They're bringing heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. On second down, looking to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Just finds that little crevice and he's still up. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play and they'll move the chains. He'll come out throwing on first down. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. He didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late, that's why you got the dub.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.